28th of May 2026. Somebody's seeing red. That's what I'm getting. And so about send them to hell. So go to hell. Maybe somebody's saying go to hell. I don't know. 28 is the magician. So hopefully there'll be some miracles happening. But somebody's head's on fire. Let's see. 4th house of home and family life. Oh dear. The moon and Libra, which is partnerships, open enemies, lawsuits. The moon's in Scorpio. Libra's nowhere to be seen. It's in the 5th house of things that go on in the dark, usually Leo. And 4th house is Virgo. So health, financial health, spiritual health, emotional health, physical health. So let's see. This is the 5th pile, and unfortunately we're in barren lands and nothing can grow there. You think it's over, it's not. There's delays, a lot of them, and there's the drama queen. So their head's on fire. Slow and steady wins the race. Virgo, Chiron, and I'm pretty sure Chiron is still Aries. Yep. So, slow and steady improvements in security, finance, career. The one with the scar on the leg, the limp, the amputation. The military, all those in uniform of a dark complexion. Any or all of those. Chiron, it's about healing. There we have the drama queen. Bonnie Langford, Dennis Waterman, William, Violet, Elizabeth, the usual. She will scream and scream and scream until she's sick if she doesn't get her way. There's an Egyptian Sphinx, so maybe somebody's gone to Egypt. Fixed signs like Leo found it very hard to end a chapter. So somebody's still hanging on to the energy of the snake, last year's energy. It's the snake that eats itself, the Ouroboros. Inheritances, problems there. It's the tree of life, the family tree, Idrisil. 21, Bob and Dean. And there we have stagnation. Venus, Taurus, got the eagle there, Scorpio and Aries. So Scorpio moon. Again, the military, agriculture, poppies. May the 31st, and Memorial Day keeps mentioning it, so it must be important. November the 11th. Well, above all, it's arguments with a woman. The 21, 3 or 30, negative energy. Abigail, Natasha, Elaine, Greg, Lauren, Josh. And today's card, which is neutral, but it's telling us that you are manifesting negatively. Your thoughts are negative, your words are negative. There is someone here wearing a false mask. Patience is needed. There's power struggles here and you have to tame that beast. So if you are seeing red, be careful. You have the ability to open people up or shut them up at will. You are strong enough, but you have to have courage. This is about backbone and the heart. 8 and 26. David Ian Penning. Somebody's dwelling in the past, crying over spilt milk, grieving the past. So they're wasting the now time and destroying their future. The past is over. Future's not promised. You have to live in the now. Be present in the now. Realise that there's better to be had. Build a bridge and get over it. 5 months. "14. Lessons learned. We do not have to relearn the lessons of the past. We are strong." Artemis, Diana, Sagittarius, family, learning, 4th house family, knowledge, foreign shores, universities, hips and thighs. This is coming out stronger on the other side after you've been battered and battered and battered. It's a lesson learned. You don't need to relearn that lesson. There it is again. So now it's in its own read. Martin and Doris. Criminal activity, perhaps. Mind games. Mental illness. Negativity all around. Black magic. 1 and 28. Someone is wearing a false mask, pretending to be something or someone they're not. Yeah. So there's no passion here. There's impotence, unable or unwilling to move forwards. So we can't find the stability. Something is over. Dead, done, dusted. Enough is enough. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. It doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Mother energy, maybe someone. Mother is in spirit. Yeah, so we feel isolated, we feel alone because of these masks that people wear. Lonely in a room full of people. Invisible, half erased. There is a lack, a hole in the pit of our stomach. We are birds in gilded cages. There's the 19, so Leo again. Putting blockages in our way, keeping us in the dark. Deliberately trying to stop our happiness, to steal it. 19, Karen. Yeah, we're at that crossroads, and the definition of insanity, which we've got there, is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. So escape, somebody's already escaped in the head, they just haven't made that physical move yet, because they're dwelling on the past again. So this is time to move on. A new business, a new team, green light of go from spirit. Whatever you start will profit within 3 years. Be built on firmer foundations and be more structurally sound in our relationships, career or business. Yep, something over. I've got 2 tens. The emotional stability, the family unit has changed, the dynamics have changed. But there will be success after a battle. Yeah, there's no passion, she keeps saying it. It's twice, impotence. And this, because there's no passion, there's no ability to end this chapter, because you just have no energy at all. There is love but no commitment here. somebody's playing the martyr and the victim because possibly it's unreciprocated love. So it's time to walk away. There we have it, 8 of Cups. Leave the misery of the past behind. Stability, good friends, generous ones, businessmen, the dragon, Capricorn, somebody sitting on a pot of gold, happy retirement once you walk away. Because this is toxic. Again, there is Capricorn. Don't sell your soul to the devil. So everything that glitters isn't gold. This is a toxic situation where you are shackled and controlled. You have to be brave and patient. So 15 is Lee and Ashley, and this is another 10. So the only 10 that's missing is the 10 of Pentacles. So it's not about money, it's about your passions, your love, and your mental health. Okay then. Well, oh, there it is. So really, we've got Leo, Capricorn, Gemini, and Sagittarius. Let's have a look. Gemini obviously is the Sun and Mercury. It's also Uranus, Velian. We've got Sagittarius, Lilith in Sagittarius, and the DC in Sagittarius. But nothing else. So, Gemini's in the first house of the face that you show to the world, your immediate environment. Leo's in the third house of communication. So dramatic communication there. Sagittarius is in the 7th house of partnerships, and Capricorn is in the 8th house of death and rebirth. So your security, your status, your career. 4th house, home and family life. We could say it again because there'll be some that haven't heard it before, but if you were born into a battlefield, if there's an issue in your family, you will feel that that's normal and be happy on a battlefield. It's not normal. This is toxic in some way. The colour red, seeing red, is very, very what's been said in the song. Home, parents, childhood, inherited patterns. There you go. Inheritance, not necessarily financially, but inherited patterns. You're making the same mistakes that if other family members have done. This is a family curse. We've got Leo in there. So childish. So the drama queen, childish. And mind games. The moon is a nurturing parent who understands the child's feeling, but a parent who is wounded in a way that colours their home environment, so your issues are projected onto your children. Moon in Libra. Emotionally dependent, peaceable, courteous, diplomatic, emotionally dishonest, yes, and critical. Somebody is being dishonest here. The moon in Libra dislikes confrontation and is a people pleaser and needs a partner. So they need to be in this situation, they don't want to be in it. That's the difference, unfortunately. There it goes. Oh, don't need too many. Oh, marijuana. Somebody that could be a drug dealer. It's criminal activity, and it's man bending. So, marijuana, cannabis. What number is it? Number 6, and it's in reverse. So we cleanse things with cannabis. Cannabis, sativa, the planets, the moon, there we go. Venus, we've got Saturn and Neptune. It's needing for divination, meditation and spirit contact. Keeping traditions alive. Healing and dissolving your stubborn rigidity. Feeling the natural flow return. That's why people get high, I suppose. The nature of cannabis is to lighten and open, to dissolve your rigid boundaries and bring out childlike, loving nature. So that makes you sometimes an easy target. You have to find the joy and humour and allow yourself to see the world in a different light. When it's reversed, we might be feeling lost or adrift, yes, isolated and alone, and need some structure to balance an excess of dissolution. So things are going to be destroyed. We must find our own centre in the midst of the stream of life and establish our sense of self without slipping into fear. So there's nothing they haven't told us before, is it? So don't let fear get hold of you. You have to have courage. Right now you're a slave to control, to the material world. That has to stop. And you're quite capable of building something new, stronger and more profitable elsewhere. Oh, too many. The Swan Queen. It could be a divorced or widowed woman. It's usually a woman, but it could be a fella. 13 is usually the death card in the tarot. It's Scorpio energy. It's transformation, intuition and patience. And we've got patience twice. You need to be patient. You need to be detached. Swan's mate for life. Aquarius energy usually. So the 13th, 14th and 15th is going to be very important. And they told us that last week, didn't they? Of June. The Swan Queen glides into your life and asks that you look at the reflection of events in your life. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life and the ignorance to wisdom. And there's the wisdom. You've learned your lesson, now you've realised. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Do not look outside yourself for answers. Don't trust the professionals. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of the psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query to find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality, slow and steady. Nothing will happen overnight. So if you're looking for a quick fix like the Drama Queen, that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. Curiosity killed the cat, but you do have to have some. So, see life through the curious eyes of a child. You will discover a never-ending source of happiness and excitement, but don't take it to the level where you're so naive you don't see what's coming. Curiosity will keep you alive, interested, and interesting. The angels are inviting you to be curious about yourself. Start to explore who you are. They asked you yesterday, who are you? And you will grow personally and spiritually. Be interested in others, and you will discover an external source of fascination. Be curious about the wonderful universe in which you live, and about the angels themselves and the role in the divine plan. So look up what an angel is. See what it's trying to tell you. The radiance of your delight in life will illuminate you. So as soon as you smile, you light up the world for somebody. Final card then. Life is not supposed to be serious all the time. You're supposed to have some fun. Yeah, 15 again. So we have to release ourselves from this toxic, shackled situation. The deer and the oat. Oats are slow release food. So slow and steady again. So the 15th could be a very important day or door number or person's birthday. The shy and gentle fallow deer is known for its white spots and the broad, velvety antlers. It sheds, which is the opposite word, because we need to shed our skin and transform this energy. And regrows each year. Similarly, oats are a symbol of restorative nutrition. Even in poor soil, barren land, oats can flourish, providing hearty substances, so good for your heart. You may be feeling overwhelmed and in the need of a break. Consider withdrawing for a while to heal in isolation. How do you rest and recharge, and what practices nourish yourself? So looking after yourself is the key thing. I keep saying that. The worried sick about something you're worried about and you're not getting any rest. I want you to take some time out. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.